Hey, it's Nate here. I'm chilling like Gilligan in my backyard hammock. Today in the U.S. it is Memorial Day. And Memorial Day is a day where we honor those fallen and given service to our country in the armed services. Memorial Day is also a day when families really get together the whole weekend and celebrate with picnics and barbecues, and they like to go to the lakes and rivers and beaches and just hang out and have fun together. The main thing about Memorial Day, though, is that it really signifies the beginning of summer. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, is two things. One, your vacations, and two, your summer mentality. So let's head up to my backyard and discuss it. Vacations can be a wonderful experience if done correctly, or they can be disastrous if done wrong. My family and I have had some great vacations, but a couple of our vacations weren't nearly as good as they could have been. The first time my family went to Orlando to Walt Disney World Resort and Universal Studios, we were there for about 9 days, and out of those 9 days, I worked 50 hours. That wasn't fair to me, and that wasn't fair to my family. Another vacation, we went to Florida. I worked about 40 hours. I was constantly checking my BlackBerry for emails. I was on my computer. I was checking in with my secretary. I thought that I was so important because I was a hospital CEO that they couldn't do it without me. Another problem is I wouldn't take a week at a time. I would take long weekends. I'd take Friday and Monday off and really only have 2 days away from work and thought I had a big vacation because I had 4 days. That was not a good way to take a vacation either. Psychologists tell us that when you take a vacation, that you need to take at least 2 a year, and you need to take a full week at a time. The reason you need to take a full week at a time is, at the first of our vacation, it takes us 2 or 3 days really to decompress and unwind from work and get into vacation mode. And then we have a few days in between where we're really having our good vacation, but at the end of our vacation, we start winding up to prepare to get back to work for a few days. So it's very important that you take a week at a time, that you have that time, those several days in between, where you're completely decompressing from work and getting your mind away from it and uncluttering your mind. So when you go back, you're nice and rested and relaxed and prepared to work again. Psychologists tell us this is extremely important to do when we take vacation. And like I said, you need to do this at least twice a year where you get a full week of vacation. It's very important that you don't check your email, you don't check your voicemail from work, you're not calling into work, you completely get away and decompress. Trust me, if you think that you're so important that they can't make it a week without you at work, you're wrong. They can. I remember when I was off work on these vacations working, I thought that I was so important that I had to be checking in with them that they couldn't make it without me. And I also thought it was like my badge of honor that, oh, I am so important that I have to work on my vacation. Those are bad things to do. Don't fall into that trap. Do not check your email, do not check your phones, do not check your BlackBerry. And you have a boss that expects you to do those things, then I would sit down and have a conversation with your boss or your supervisor about that. And if that doesn't work, then just go on a vacation somewhere where there's no cell signal, and you just tell your boss that you're going to be out for a week with no phone. Alright, the second thing that you need to do for this summer is not get summeritis. You know, it's at the end of the school year here in Arkansas. Our kids are all excited. They know they have a whole summer full of fun ahead of them, and it's easy to get sucked into that and get used to a more leisurely lifestyle. There's lots of distractions in the summer, and there are lots of fun things to do, especially with your family. You've got to continue reading, you've got to continue studying, you have to stay motivated, and you have to continue on the path of self-improvement that you've set for yourself. Summer is a great time to have fun, and I encourage you to have fun, but don't take the summer off. Stay focused. So remember, 1, take that vacation this summer, have fun on your vacation, and don't work. 2, don't get summeritis. Don't get the summer mentality that you can take the summer off. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, I encourage you to share it to Twitter or Facebook or another social media. I have given you the opportunity to do that on this page. Also, I have a link down at the bottom for my latest blog post, which is Beware of the Thief in the Head. If you haven't read that, I encourage you to read that. It has some really good information in there kind of mind-blowing information about how we talk to ourselves. So be sure and check that out. I have a lot of free resources that I'm working on right now that I'm going to be sending you. I want to help you achieve your goals, and I want to help see you reach all the potential that you have. Until next time, this is Nate Miller. So remember, 1. My family and I have had some great vacations, but a few vacations weren't nearly as fun as they could be. A couple of vacations ago, we went to... My family and I have had some fun vacations, but I want to tell you about a couple that weren't nearly